Okay, thanks for joining. I'm sure many of you clicked the thumbnail, poisonous fish, what's that? So I didn't intend to set out to make a video to, detail a poisonous fish. What happened was me and my wife went down to Islamorada, went on a fishing trip for the weekend, just trying to do some patch reef fishing, trying to catch some grouper, snapper, just things for the table fare. And the last fish I caught in the video was a dog snapper. Now this is a snapper that I'm not very familiar with. In fact, I thought when we caught it, I really didn't know what species it was. The captain thought it might be a schoolmaster. As it turns out, you can see there's a triangle shape underneath the eye, and that identifies it as a dog snapper. One of the things I started finding when I looked into dog snappers is that they are moderate to high risk for ciguatera poisoning. And what that is, if you haven't heard of it before, it's a neurotoxin that's secreted from dinoflagellates that live out on the reef, from the Gambara discus family, if you need to know. And this neurotoxin bioaccumulates, from the smaller fish to the larger fish. And the larger reef-dwelling fishes, fish like barracudas, some of these large snappers, schoolmasters, dog snappers that live on the reef for a while, the risk of ciguatera poisoning in these species and the size of these species increases dramatically, these larger reef fish. Now, it's highly likely that this fish does not have ciguatera poisoning, but the issue is that there's no way to tell. It's a neurotoxin that is, you can't smell, you can't cook it, there's nothing to see. So there's really no way of knowing. There are commercially available tests for ciguatera poisoning, but I'm not going to invest in that. So while it pains me to say this, I had to throw the fish out. I would have never kept the fish had I known it was high risk. In full disclosure, I actually didn't throw the fish out. It's in my freezer now, but I don't think I can bring myself to eating it. Again, it's very, very unlikely that this fish has ciguatera poisoning. That being said, ciguatera poisoning is very severe. It's the most common form of poisoning from fish, so it's something that does concern me. Being a neurotoxin, it causes debilitating, stomach pains and diarrhea for a couple of days, and then it can cause an inversion of hot and cold sensations. Very weird thing, and I've read cases of it and seen cases of people that have had it. It's not something you want. So that being said, I'm unfortunately going to have to, avoid eating this fish. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment box. I'm happy to opine. I used to be a fisheries biologist many moons ago, but I started looking online, looking at the proper references and whatnot, and I realized, you know what, this is just not worth it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. The yellowtail snapper, the mahi we caught were excellent eating. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. Take it easy. It's a little bonita, I think. No, yeah, it is bonita, yep. Fat albie. Swimming around here, yeah. That's like the one thing, that's probably not the only fish I don't like to eat. Great shark. Another bonita. That looks like a good bait.
Put that in the run holder. I got you.
Oh, I think it's a yellowtail.
As Georgia was landing this yellowtail, I saw a mahi grab one of the surface baits. He came off and then he quickly came back for it. We just pulled in the chum bag. We're getting ready to call it a day when I have this last minute bite. Worry about sharks. We're turning. Go for more. Turn it. So it's facing me. There he is. There he is. Leave it right by you, Jeff. I was scared he was gonna get it.
That was awesome, man.
Bottom of the ninth, right?
Hey.
Got your pliers. I'll smile, babe, don't worry. I don't know what that is, but it's awesome. Alright, here we go. Did you have fun, Jordan?
Yes, I did.
A schoolmaster in the bottom of the ninth. First one of those I've ever caught. I didn't actually recognize that fish, but that's pretty cool.